Hey everybody, how y'all been doing? I know it's been a while since we've been making any videos, but there's quite a bit changed in here. We'll start right here. We've got the engine run stand stored off to this side, which I've slid the barrel of Vaporust over, getting ready to clean that block. And if you see in the background there, got the new furnace there. And I have reclaimed wall space and floor space that I haven't been able to use since I built this building in 1999. That's going to be the new engine assembly area. You got the yellow 327 there, 327 crank there. I got to get the main rods, bearings, and the rear seal. I can get that in the short block form. I've still got a little here by the big shop door to do. I got stuff here, but it's just a matter of organizing and that. And I got a table stuff there I got to go through. I've been throwing a lot of stuff away, and we're going to be able to get some cars in here again. And it looks crowded over there right now, but the thing about it is everything that's on wheels is easily pushed out of the way now. I still got to get the corner over there taken care of, and the shelving unit taken care of. And then a couple of the toolboxes are going to come out of the office over there. And I might reorganize my pegboard back there and take the rest of the carpentry stuff out. I'm basically taking all my carpentry building stuff out of this building. It's all going to be automotive. And get that and granted, I'm going to be doing some building, but that stuff can be stored somewhere else, so not sure where, but we're throwing it somewhere to be sorted out later. And I know one project that's going to go up. I got to get in the barn, see what size those rafters are, get a plan drawn up, get the permit, and then get the slab. We are going to build a storage building that's going to be, I may heat it and I may not, just be able to keep these parts and new motors that I'll have sitting around in there and keep them fresh. So we're going to get an external storage unit to store that stuff and get it out of here. Get it to where we can pull cars in, and then it will go down to one motor at a time will be being worked on in here. Two max. 1 to 2 motors. All this stuff's going to go into that storage building on shelves, be tagged and marked and put away. And then I think if I don't, I've contemplated on removing all this along with that bench, just taking that all out, so I got that entire wall space, so when I do have a car in, I got room to open the doors and be in it. So trying to revamp, redo everything, and get back to work. A lot of stuff's gone out the door. Found a few things, found out a few things are missing. It's just been interesting. And my pile of blocks here has really dwindled down, because I've got that 60 over and that 60 over. This is a 1 piece, that's a 2 piece. That's going to be another one that's going to be for sale, but that one could go either way. I gotta double check what we set that up, and that one might be set up to go in the race car, and it may not. So it is a flat top motor, and this motor, guys already got a home for it. So, and then got that. So yeah, it's just a matter of getting the garbage out of here. And well, let's take a walk back here. I mean, everybody gives me crap about this yellow motor, but today I was watching a TV show And there was yellow motor with these style valve covers. And where did that? Oh, and put that. I'm thinking this old style valve covers. Get that Offenhauser straightened out, and I might just do that old 327 up like an old school. Like I was thinking that one would be good in like an old T-bucket or something. But yeah, I mean the drill press. How many of you knew I had a drill press anymore? I kind of forgot about it because it was buried and never could get to it. Now I can get up to it. There's my 377. Got a couple of blocks here. There's the 355, the 30 over. That's for sale. There's our dirt motor, which is going to be coming off there pretty soon. And I got the 5.3. And this motor here has got a home. So yeah, I mean, I got 5 motors. No, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 motors that could leave this building and give me a lot more room. But anyway, enough with that. It's time to get back to work. So this block's pretty clean. There's a couple of spots. And let's see. I need to get a swivel on this. A little bit up in there in the cam bearing. So we're going to give this a dunking. And my favorite stuff, the Evaporust. Watch where I lay that. Let's see. Get you guys set up on the stand. And sorry about the clothes. Yeah, I've been out here working. And I have to finally add a little to the... It's still covering the block, but it's not as full as it was, so... But yeah, we're going to let that sit in there and soak for a while, maybe overnight, because I have noticed it's gotten cold. And oh yeah, and I got that old school 327 there too. That never found a home, so I'm going to let that soak. But yeah, we've made a big difference in this shop, and I think I'm going to soak that one, and then my 60 over there, I'm going to soak that, get it washed, get them. I got 2 more inches stands, and now that I can get to the drill press and I know where all the pieces are for those, I might finish up those last 2 inches stands. But yeah, I've got some big plans for the shop, and yeah, haircut's coming soon. I want to talk to the wife about this. I wouldn't mind shortening it up again. I've always wanted a long one, but I don't know. Time for a change. So yeah, I mean, it's getting there. It's got really muddy outside, so it's kind of hard to get rid of some of this. Otherwise, a lot of this behind me would have went out in the burn pile or be gone. So it's been interesting during this. I did get Squirrel out here one night to help move the bench to that north wall, and otherwise this has all been this is now hitting like day number 8 or so, and what started it all is the fact that the old furnace tried burning down the shop 3 times before I finally so-called had it fixed. I had it, when I pulled the old furnace out, I had it working on all 4 coils again, so it was heating this building nicely. But the day that I pulled it apart, as soon as the heat I cranked the heat up, got it warm in here, so I didn't know how long it was going to take to hook up the new one. And being right there, I killed the power, started pulling stuff, and not only, I don't know what was wrong with that furnace. I kind of thought about keeping it for a spare, but that heavy gauge wiring going from the furnace to the fuse box, or the circuit box, was warm. The circuit breaker was warm. So that old furnace had a lot of draw on it. And this new one here, when it kicks on, the longest this one's run is about 15-20 minutes. And I'm finally got the thermostat dialed in according to what the thermometer says. And I'm keeping it right about 70. The first few days it was trying to keep it at 75. That's too warm. But yeah, with that being an updraft furnace like that, and it blows the heat across, so if I'm getting cold air from the door in here, it's warming that and pulling it back across the floor, and the floor actually warmed up since I put that furnace in. I'm not having a problem with my feet being cold anymore. So, and if you guys don't remember, the old furnace laid down on its side. It was 5 foot off the floor, about 4.5, 5 foot off the ground. And I think what that one just did, it just kept us, it kept everything from about waist up warm. It didn't draw across the floor. So looking forward to getting the AC unit hooked up to that, and we should have AC in here, so the work in this summer should be able to continue. The motor builds, working on a car, doing some paint work, whatever. I'll have a nice climate controlled building. So anyway, so yeah, we got a 60 over stock style build to go, and that one. So yeah, we're gonna start wrapping these things up. And the one that I just put in the Vaporous, that was a different motor, but otherwise all the stuff that was supposed to have been done a year ago is going to finally get wrapped up, because now I can get to it. I can walk around in here and I can make room rather quick. So once I get all this here by the door cleaned up, a lot of those motors I could just roll over here next to the door and have my work area over there for working on that 327 next. So it's getting there. It's getting there. It takes time. And I've been watching a show on there, and that's kind of helped reset me a little too. Richard Rawlings, Garage Rehab, watching that, and yeah, a lot of stuff after watching that. It's getting easier to just get rid of it. It's going. I do have some stuff I put in the trailer. The only reason it's in the trailer is because I can't get out away from the buildings to stockpile any scrap or anything, so it just went in the trailer for now. So once the ground's dry and it's warm, that'll be easy clean. So, but anyway, everybody, stay tuned. We're going to have some builds coming up and kind of get back to what we used to be. And as I got some repairs to do with Mama Bear's car, and it's kind of the car I'm going to hope that's going to be in here, and then we can get the Camaro finished, and then I can be able to get that in here and do what I need to there. So it takes a lot of time, and trying to do this all on your own, it's a struggle, but we're doing it. And that was the other thing. I started setting smaller goals. Because when I first started this, in the big pile, if I shared pictures with a lot of you that talked to me on TikTok and text messages. When I seen that big pile that I made on the floor, it overwhelmed me for a couple of days. I just wanted it gone, but it seemed like I kept getting rid of stuff and moving stuff, and it wasn't going anywhere. And now today, hit it again, and now I'm back to work. So you just gotta stick to it. And with all the other stuff going on in the world. I'm just kind of staying here in my own little and keep going. That's all a person can do. So it's nice to actually have. I'm starting to see the shop for what it could be, and like I said, once I get the storage building built and the shelving built in that, we will have a pretty much empty building and get back at it. So anyway, everybody, y'all take care, stay tuned.